This is better. This looks, dude, you could tell, even though it's a little blurry, man, the graphics are gonna be insane. The lighting's gonna be crazy in this game. Oh my god. This shot alone is absolutely gorgeous. It's insane. Like, this shot alone, dude, this chick's gonna be cosplayed to oblivion, and I can't wait. You can tell how amazing this looks, even though it's really dumbed down for the picture. But we saw all of this? What are you talking about? No, we absolutely... These are brand new, dude. These are brand new. You guys may have seen them like an hour ago. I haven't been home, man. I haven't been home. This is sick. Oh my god. I know it's nothing and I'm a fanboy, but holy moly. Capcom, what the hell is this? What is this, the movie Get Out? Cuck chair? This looks like a place to get therapy, but also where you're gonna get operated on. Keys are back. Oh my god, it's the angel key for the angel key door. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The coded keys are back. Let's go. Let's go. Armor key for the armor key door, anyone? We are so back. We are so back. We are so back. Art by Matilda Harris. So this looks first person. Ooh, there better be yellow paint all over this house. What the hell is this place? Like this looks like a normal place that was renovated to take care of sick people. Like maybe in a place outside of the outskirts of Raccoon City. I don't know. I mean, it does look like a hospital, yeah. Well, okay, you know, it's got all the right assets of a hospital, but it looks like a makeshift hospital. Like these cots look like they're in the middle of a living room. Rhodes Hill Chronicle Care Center. Dude. Anyway, exploring a hospital in any... I love hospitals, man. They're like one of my favorite places to explore in a horror game. Love the hospital in every Silent Hill game. Hospitals are so fun to explore. I love them. That's where the sickness is. IRL, they suck? Hey, you're telling me. No, it wasn't at a hospital. Okay, so this is where the girl comes down from the ceiling. Red door. You know what I'm noticing with this game? There's a great color contrast in everything they've shown. The gold and white, the red on the blue, the green with the like everything has great contrast. The hair with the green and the shades, like it looks very pleasing to the eye. Which that chops up to an extreme attention to detail with the graphics, and I love attention to detail when it comes to visual presentation of a product. The red door. Oh, that's it. But there is more. You can see her hand. You can. I see it. There it is. Looks like no Leon gameplay. So this is just a piggyback off leaks, that every leak says that there's Leon gameplay. And I know what's gonna go on right now because it's already happening in my comments on my VODs channel and on my TikTok and everything else. Oh, except the fact that you don't play as Leon. Guys, let me make this quite clear, because I think a lot of people got me twisted. I don't fucking care. I'm happy. If you play as Grace the whole game, fuck yeah, dude. She looks cool as hell. I like her personality. I like what she looks like. I like her outfit. Both of them that we've seen. I'm fine. I don't give a fuck if we play as Leon or Chris or Jill. I don't care, man. I mean, I care. I would like to play as a classic character, but all I want for the Resident Evil franchise is good games. I want a fun, good game that people love. Okay? Now, with that being said, I think that this is why I'm thinking this. During the Summer Games Fest, the marketing strategy for this game during that show was weird. No one predicted, well, some of us predicted what was happening, but not a lot of people predicted what was going on. Like, no one's seen the second and the third trailer, the old red herring, the bait and switch, you know? Well, some people knew what was going on, if I may. But regardless, it is clear, okay, marketing team spans out through the whole game, so it's the same marketing team. So the people that decided these trailers at Summer Games Fest is probably the same marketing team that's deciding what happens with the rest of the game, okay? Leon, the longer they don't show Leon, the louder the community is gonna get about, we're going back to Raccoon City, no Jill, no Leon, no stars, no nothing. Like, wait, and then boom, all that shit piles up, all that shit piles up. Like, people going crazy, rage bait after rage bait after rage bait, and then months go by. Boom, you see the shadow, you see this shadow of someone on a wall with longish hair, you know, and cool pose with a gun to their side. They're marketing the game in this sense. So I could see that that's what's going on. Maybe you play as Grace the whole game. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Or maybe they're just doing genius marketing where they're getting people to talk more and more and more and more and more about how this is missing. Oh, give us this, give us that. And then bada bing, bada boom, they release a trailer that's like, here's Ada, here's Leon, oh, you're talking to fucking Barry on the radio, Sheva's here, you know, and then, oh my God, the internet goes fucking crazy, you know, and then you have, you were wrong, you were right, oh my God, like, you have people blowing up, so it explodes the internet. They know how to break the internet, guys. Look at Lady Dimitrescu, okay? The Resident Evil marketing team is typically pretty good. So, and on top of that, I'm gonna reckon, with all that being said, that's my prediction for the marketing for this game. With all that being said, I think that they have to release a demo like RE7. RE7's demo was like the best. RE7's demo, if you weren't around during this time, guys, you missed out on some content. People were basing their channels off of the RE7 demo, dude. People had hundreds of hours in the RE7 demo. The dummy finger, man. Yeah, the dummy. What do we do with the dummy finger? And then you figure out, and then people were like, oh my God, I shot this random painting in the head 3 times and heard this sound happen in another room. Like, I played the demo and there was a ghost in the hallway, dude. Like, the demo was insane. It was like, RE7 demo will go down in history as one of the best demos ever made. Now, sure. Now, let's not get it twisted. The RE7 demo was just basically, they were like, oh, you guys didn't make PT? Well, yoink. we're gonna turn PT into our demo for RE7. And then when the actual game comes out, the demo for RE7 will have nothing to do with the actual, or like 1% to do with the actual game. So I think that's in their best interest, because the demo for RE7, and that was a different time, guys. That was a different time as well, because the hype for Resident Evil when that demo came out was very low. People were done with this franchise. You might know what I mean, but I wasn't a Resident Evil primary streamer at that time. I did speedrun a little bit, but regardless, our most recent game was Rev 2, and a lot of people didn't buy it because it was episodic and it was side characters and Claire looked butchered, sorta. Anyway, there's a lot of factors to why Rev 2 didn't do super well. And then there's RE6, which that's why people jumped off the Resident Evil train. They're like, this sucks, dude. I'm done with Resident Evil. So 7 had to bring back the faith in the franchise, and that demo did so well even when the morale was on the floor. Thank you, HDA Deathly. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Let's go, let's go. Thank you so much for the insane generosity. And thank you, Captain Cash Up. Nice to see you. Thank you, John, and thank you, Throndor, for the tier 2 as well. And Umbrella Corps. Yes, all these things brought the reputation of the franchise, and not only the franchise, but Capcom was also really lacking at that time too. Thank you, Caboose. And RE7 was the start to the resurgence of Capcom coming back. Capcom was not very beloved at that time, and RE7 brought its name out of the dust. I digress, though. I think a genius play is going to be a good demo. A good demo that may or may not have anything to do with the actual game, but just a good, memorable demo with some very puzzling content. That's what this game needs, and I think that's what it'll get. Resident Evil has, like the RE4 remake demo, dude, that demo was fucking sick. And the Mad Chainsaw mode, all that. Thank you, Equal Rights, Lefts, and Uppercuts for the 2 months. Yeah, I will probably play the Tormented Souls 2 demo down the road. Yeah, people were talking about who would buy Capcom. Yeah, I remember that. Actually. I forgot about that. Yeah, Street Fighter 5 and Marvel Ultimate or whatever it was. People weren't very happy with Capcom. Yeah, and then they made the RE engine as well. Yeah, those were dark times. But yes, I do hope for a demo. That'd be really cool. So there is more pictures. Just give me a second. I gotta look at them. More pictures that we haven't seen. I don't see anywhere where there's like actual pictures, like every picture is in one place. Here's some we haven't seen. The Village Maiden demo I thought was lacking. That one, I don't think they tried very hard on that one. But, or like, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I liked the Maiden demo, but it definitely didn't hold a candle to RE7's demo. Thank you, Yinor Nexus. Thank you. This is the new Resident Evil waifu, guys. Man, the graphics are gonna be so nice. I'm so glad 1440p is in. Yeah, Solar, I wonder what happened to her. And then we have the last picture. So okay. Guys, what is this? I am shocked that people are saying this is Lisa Trevor. I don't think this is Lisa Trevor. Not 1% of me thinks this is Lisa Trevor. Leon. Not one. Okay, let me actually complete my thought. This is just an enemy, I think. This is just either a boss or an enemy. It looks like a boss because he's huge. But watch the videos. Yeah, sure, it could be Alyssa. I mean, yeah. But what the vibes I'm getting from the reaction to this picture is the same vibes I'm getting from the Hunter Gamma in Resident Evil 3 remake picture. Where well, not everyone, but a lot of people were like, that is 100% Gravedigger. Who knows? Maybe Lisa's not the only one that got experimented on in that way. What was used on Lisa again? I can't remember. Yeah, and this creature is enormous. G, I think it was more than G, wasn't it? The progenitor virus. Oh wow, it's clear that not a lot of people do remember because there's a lot of different things in the chat. I should just search it up maybe. One sec. Whoa. Type A, B. Oh, type A and B strains of the progenitor virus. Yes, okay. I see. This injection resulted in the fusion of her body with the virus, granting her superhuman strength and durability. though at a cost of her mental state and well-being. Additionally, she was later subjected to experiments involving the Nemesis parasite, which led to the development of the G virus. Oh, yes. Yes. It's been a while since I did a lore playthrough. And there's a lot of random lore in Resident Evil. I mean, maybe she's not the only one that went through these processes. But I do think Lisa surviving is like a massive, massive, massive stretch, you know? Like the Lisa Trevor, the one that jumped down this unending crevice and then an entire mansion fell on her. I don't know. And where did she even jump to? Like, do we know what's down there? Lisa Trevor confirmed. I'm not clicking that link. Ada survived too because Ada had a hook shot. Grace full render. Sorry, I don't click any links when my screen is showing. I don't risk it. I love Grace's outfit in like when it shows her in the first trailer, and I think she looks really cool here. I'm surprised Capcom's going with the jeans and shirt look again though. They keep going with that, but she looks cool though. She looks cool. I like that the jacket is stylized. I love, oh, look at the boots too, with the buckle on the front, it looks like. Okay, she's got some style to her. Nice. Actually, the more I look at this, I like it. I like it. The textured hoodie. She looks cool, actually. Can I zoom? Got an earring on. See, they didn't. Okay, they didn't overdo it. She's got a she's like the outfit's like a little busy. But then the simple like stud earring, I like this. I like this outfit. Capcom is so good at outfit design a lot of the time. The boots are getting me. they're like pointy elf boots on. No, they're not elf boots, but they got the point to them with the buckle too. The buckle. Hoodie under jacket, Rose confirmed. What if she's friends with Rose? You know, part of me wonders, man. Part of me wonders. What if she is friends with Rose? I mean, she probably, what if her and Rose are besties? That's exactly what I was just thinking, Jack. She probably knows Rose. Like, you'd think when it comes to the FBI, Rose is probably like #1. Like she's like famous, you know? Grace, Rose, and Sherry would all be friends. Bro, if they go down that route, I'm gonna shit my pants, dude. That's like dreams. If they had RE6 this game, I'll be happy. Like if they bust out just fucking everyone, like yeah, her two best friends are Rose and Sherry. Oh my god, man, that'd be so sick. That's not gonna happen. Rose is still a child. Yeah, did they confirm the year Shadows of Rose happens in? Oh, was it oh, okay. So she doesn't have accelerated aging or anything. I guess she's still a kid, yeah. You know what, honestly, I'm not just saying this right now, I've said it in the past too. I'm not the biggest fan of Shadows of Rose. I don't like that they showed something like in the distant future. It sort of irks me because, you know, the planet isn't doomed, you know? Because part of me feels like the end climax to Resident Evil would have to be like the dooming of the planet. And we know it's fine by that year. And just in general, the DLC in general, like the doll part was really fucking cool. The doll section, really cool, really well done. But if you've played indie horror games, you've seen that already 1,000 times. But at the same time, I feel like that doll part was like that kind of thing. Like, if you're not looking, they're gonna chase you. I think it was that kind of thing perfected almost. Yo, Ducky Bread. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's... Man. And her eye color too. Oh my god. I hope you're doing well, Ducky. Those are piercing eyes. Rose is boring? Well... Yeah, I think those are daylight dude, I was gonna... Okay, wait. I'm getting too off track. You guys are triggering my ADHD really hard. Those eyes don't exist in real life, do they? Without contacts, obviously. You can't get that color. I mean, maybe there's some anomaly out there that has them. Is this a normal color? They do? Okay, when you guys say they do you mean like 10% of people, or do you mean like 0.001% of people? That's should have been my question. It's just super light hazel. Yeah, I guess it's hard to tell. Why I'm asking this, by the way, I'm getting to a point. Yeah, I wonder if she has this eye color because of daylight. Because of the daylight in her body. I'm theory. Oh yeah, you can find me theory crafting at the club. Pocket full of chub, man. Thank you, Dr. Tofu. On your way to 100. Yeah! Just play the demo. Link the demo, bro. Just play the demo. What demo? There's no demo to play, bruh. In Spain, they're so common. Oh, for sure, John. I mean, yeah. Yes. They chose this eye color because the color, like I was saying about the actual game environments, the color contrast with this character is really well thought out. Color contrast is enormous when it comes to making a character stand out and being memorable in a video game, and Resident Evil as a franchise almost always nails that. Almost always. Even starting from RE1. You know, Jill is blue, Chris is green, Barry's red, Wesker's black, you know? They always go hard on the colorization of their characters. I have no clue, Ducky. Ethan. Well, Ethan's the... I mean, well, no, I also think that about Ethan. Ethan, it looks basic because they want him... They want a normal... I mean, they said this. This is not me. This is how the devs intended. They wanted Ethan to just feel like an everyman. They wanted your average gamer to play as Ethan and be like, oh, wow, I feel like Ethan. He's so like me. He's just like this, just like anyone can see themselves in Ethan's shoes. Oh, my marriage is rough. This sucks. My job. You know. Well, with Leon, like, it's not all about color contrast. I just mean Capcom is really good at costumes. Like, Leon's outfit in RE4, that's iconic, dude. That jacket, the bomber jacket is iconic. The bomber jacket going with his hair, like, that shit's iconic. Even the outfit he has under it later on in the game, like the black shirt. With all the buckles and stuff around. Yeah, Rebecca and Zero. Capcom is good at outfits. Is there any other pictures, by the way? Well, Billy and RE0, like, Billy is so basic. Billy is so basic in RE0. He's just like a normal hot dude with a slick haircut and a wife beater on, or whatever you call them nowadays. I don't know what you actually call them nowadays. And then jeans. But he has that sick ass tattoo, dude. And the singular handcuff. The singular handcuff. That handcuff is huge, man. That handcuff, that does him. Like, that is what sets him apart. He has that fucking handcuff on the whole game. All the screenshots. Thank you, Captain. I like how they put a massive... Oh, wait, it's not massive. Oh, I didn't see this one. Or this one. Well, this thing is clearly stalking you. If that's its head, it looks like the enemy we were looking at earlier. I didn't watch any videos. I've only been streaming, well, I guess I've been live for an hour, but... Liquor? This is not a liquor. But, I mean, I just guess this is a new enemy type. Let me think. Yeah, I wonder if we're even going to see any classic enemies in this game. It's Alyssa. Yeah, guys, it could be Alyssa. It could. I don't... Alyssa's in the game for a reason. They're gonna do something with her. I don't know what it is. I mean, I think when it comes to Alyssa, they're going to implement the daylight antibodies in her system that are now in Grace's system as well. That has to be a plot point. But in terms of where is Alyssa, my guess is that Alyssa's not dead. And then they like meet up or something. Because they did that in Rev 2, man. They did that in Rev 2. They did the whole like, oh, she's dead. And then you almost literally seen her die. You almost seen her die. And by the way, if you're, oh, spoilers. Bro, if you're sitting in an RE9 theory crafting chat and you're worried about spoilers, you are delusional. But in Rev 2, yeah, they basically showed Moira die. And then the whole game is like, yeah, Moira's dead, Moira's dead, Moira's dead, Moira's dead, Moira's dead. Yep, and now you're playing as Moira and you die as Moira. Just kidding. She survived, bro, and she's stronger than ever, man. She saved herself at the last millisecond, bro. Like, come on, isn't this the same dev of Revelations? Like, not a bone in my body thinks Alyssa's dead. I think he only did Revelations 1, not 2, but I mean, Revelations 1 also had those plot twists too. Revelations 1's like last 30 minutes is just like, oh, got him, got him, got him, got him. Story's actually not about anything that we just talked about. But yeah, for those who played Revelations, at the end of Revelations, they're like, like, it's just like plot twist, red herring. Like, okay. So yeah, when it comes to Alyssa, we're talking about the same director as Rev 1, okay? Same director as 7 as well, but I also think this is part of the marketing too. Thank you, Ducky. Thank you for the 49. I'm honestly thinking about moving back to Vancouver. I don't know if I said that last time you were here, but so what was I gonna say? And Rose. Thank you for the raid. Oh my god. Thank you, Rose. What were you up to? Thank you, Rose. And thank you, Dragon Lord and Nexus. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Father Rodlow. Thank you, Dr. Tofu, Daker. And thank you again, Ducky. So, where was I with this theory crafting? Outbreak and nice. Yeah, Parker survives. Yeah. Parker survives in Revelations 1. Yes. yeah. See, that's a reason, one reason why I just don't think Alyssa's dead. I just think it's good marketing to be like, oh, hey, Outbreak fans, Outbreak is back, but we killed the character. We killed them. It's like, oh my god, they brought Alyssa back, but they killed her. Like, you gotta see all this from the perspective of a normal person, that just a normal average person looking at the internet of like, oh no, Alyssa's dead. Fuck, that sucks. Oh my god, I can't believe they killed Alyssa. I love that character. And then you got the highbrowers. She's not dead. There's no way. I don't know. No one knows. No one knows. I'm just guessing my theory, you know? So you guys think it's this chick. Some of you think she is dead, and I don't think she's dead. I think she's gonna be a huge plot of the game. And you know, now that I'm thinking about it even deeper, it shows her on, like, it's sort of making Grace out to be like a PTSD riddled crazy person, almost. So I truly wonder if, like, if she was there for Alyssa's death and doesn't understand everything that went down. You know what's in my head right now? Angel of Darkness, Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness, where it's like Von Croy gets killed and then she's like, wait, did I kill him? Or is she even dead? Or is he even dead right now? You don't really know what happens, but you know, it's like Von Croy is dead. Or is he? You know what I mean? Thank you, Keeping Life, for the $5. I think Alyssa will be the monster stalking you. Perhaps she went to investigate raccoons due to the mysterious disease and was claimed by it. Possibly. Thank you, Anomaly, for the $1. Imagine if they pull an RE3 remake and an RE9 and add multiplayer Outbreak. I think that could be a possibility. What's this link? Yeah, that does look similar. You know what? I gotta say, probably my least favorite design for a character. It was, I love Rev 2. Okay, don't get me wrong. I have my hands in the air. Don't get me wrong. I love Rev 2. But I hate what they did with Claire. I think Claire's dialogue is fine. I like Claire's dialogue in Rev 2. But the look of her, man, like her face and her clothes. Like, I love that they kept the ponytail. I think that's sick. I like the ponytail. But she just, it just looks uninspired. It looks just like they just threw, like, from... Look at Ada's outfit and like RE2. Like, I mean, look at any of Ada's outfits, honestly. Like, they're all very well thought out. Oh, that's cool, Charmed. I am gonna watch a video after I'm done yapping about this. It's not Claire that a splash of pink. That's sort of how I see it. They just abandoned everything that Claire was before this. And by the way, I'm not saying this like if you're thinking to yourself, well, you should hate Grace's outfit too. I think Grace's outfit, not only is it like way cooler, like the extra buckles and pockets and creases everywhere with the textured hoodie on, I like that way more. And the boots with the buckle and the pointed toe, I like that a lot too. The thing about Claire is Claire like was cool in 2. Looked cool in CVX and had a theme going on with the jacket, and then they just gave her whatever the hell that is. Yeah, Hetmer, exactly that. Thank you, Charmed. They did a really good job changing Leon though. They bringing from Leon from RE2 with the police jacket to the new look in RE4. I think that was a good transition. I don't think Claire's transition was good. I mean, we know it's not good because Leon's look was iconic, and I'm sure a lot of you looking at Claire when I showed this picture were like, what? She looks like that? I couldn't remember. When you can't remember what a character looks like, that's probably not a... Bro, I think I need a new picture for this one. Wait, this is weird. Because the other photo... Where is it? There's the hand. This picture. And this is on the other side. Hey, okay, you know, I actually like some of the outfits in 6. They get some flack though. I mean, 6 gets flack for every single thing that it ever did. Thank you, Charmed, for the Prime. Thank you. Yeah, okay, when I seen this, I was like, bro. So someone earlier, I don't know what this was based on, but someone earlier in the chat was like, oh, there's a recommended camera setting. I see the hole. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about this. The hole in the ceiling. Because the other picture... Sorry, I have like so many pictures up. In the other picture, you could see that the hole, like you could see that we're on the other side of that hole on the ceiling with the hand coming out. Okay? And on this one, see the horse statue behind her? Now we're standing on this side. Yeah, maybe if you go with recommended camera setting, it throws in some fixed camera. By the way, you want to know a game that was over the shoulder and threw in fixed camera angles that's semi-modern? Any guessers? RE6 had fixed cameras. RE6 had quite a few fixed camera angles. Booted up? No. Just play as... If you play as Ada in the first 20 minutes of playing as Ada, this is probably just photo mode. Yeah, it could be anything. The fixed camera spots sucked for RE6. I mean, yeah, when I was playing RE6 and they busted up the fixed camera, I was like... Here's the thing about fixed camera. When it comes back in modern games, I think to myself, wow, this is cool. But then I actually start moving the character and I'm like, yeah, I get why it's not in games anymore. I think if the whole game is fixed camera, it's great. And you know what, guys? Yes, early games, like some of the fixed camera angles in RE0 and RE1 Remake are extremely good. I think there is great moments in games to have fixed camera. If this game has... I think this game will have some fixed camera, maybe, but it's hard to say. Like, we don't know enough. But I would love, just in like 3 sections of the game, you walk in this kitchen and it's pouring rain outside and there's this window. And there's a bunch of details in the kitchen. You walk by the window, it's a fixed camera angle from outside looking in. And it happens like, you know, for a couple footsteps. And then if you go back, it doesn't happen again. You know, it's just there for your first playthrough. It happens one time and it's cool and memorable. I think that in modern games is where you want to throw in fixed camera. This is just my opinion. And I hope not. Man, can you imagine playing 9 and there's a single fixed camera angle, just even one during gameplay? yes, it will annoy some people, but for the fans, for like the OG fans that span all the way back, that love the whole franchise like myself, you'd be like, that was fucking sick. You'd respect the game so much more just for that moment. I would. Yeah, Dylan. Yeah. But the hardest part about implementing a fixed camera into a game like this is making it so the fixed camera angle doesn't interfere with moving your character and becoming an annoyance. Even if that annoyance is only a second, you don't want it to be an annoyance. You want it to be something cool. But yeah, I would love that. I would love that. Bring tank controls back? I don't know about that one. You know, even if they threw it in some cutscenes where she's walking and the cameras were just completely fixed and then changing. And I think that's probably now that I'm putting some brain cells into it, I think that's probably the more likely scenario where maybe some cutscenes will have like, she'll walk into a room and it'll be like I said, the camera will be outside the window looking in with the pouring rain, all that jazz. She walks by, then it changes to another fixed camera. You know? I think even that would be cool. But man, I'm so excited for this. Everything they've shown so far is just like, oh, so good. So good. I couldn't be more, like, I can't believe it's a horror game, man. I can't believe it's a horror game. Like, I so thought, and like maybe half of it's heavy horror and half of it's action. And honestly, I like that. Like, there's so much talk about this game being ambitious. I truly wonder at the end of the day if half of it's going to be like straight scary horror. Sorry, I'm having so many thoughts at the same time. One of the hardest parts of a horror game is keeping it scary from start to finish without it feeling boring. I think Alien Isolation is one of the best horror games ever made. I think it's an S-tier horror game, one of the best ever made, but I also think that it overstays its welcome for like minimum 4 hours. Maximum like 6 to 8 hours. I think it overstays its welcome. By the time you're halfway through Alien Isolation, the alien showing up is annoying. It's not scary for me anymore. And anyway, what I'm getting at is when you're speaking about the ambition of this game, oh my god, I can so see this happening. I can so see this happening because like, even in the interview with the director, he was like, fans are gonna love this game. I wonder if it's gonna be a straight horror game for half of the game, and then right when it stops being scary, and you're like, it's like right when the boat section would appear in RE7, like where it just, like it sort of falls off a bit, boom, you switch to Leon or another character, or you keep playing as her, whatever, don't care. The vibe changes. And now, all of a sudden, it's like a little more amped up. It's a little more closer to RE4. You might not be kicking things in the face that go flying through 50 boxes, but you're gonna get some better guns and you're gonna get some more enemies. And then you're not gonna be playing it for the horror anymore. You're gonna be playing it for the fun of the action. And I know some people are like, no way, dude. But that's the ultimate Resident Evil game, in my opinion, where people find this so hard to comprehend. But look at it from my perspective. I love 0, 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, 4, 5, 6, all the remakes except 3, 7, and Village, okay? And half of those are straight horror games, and half of those are action games. The best Resident Evil game is a survival horror action, okay? Where horror is the main focus, but there's also really fun action moments. And if this game can do that, if this game can be scary as fuck, like PT scary, or like hours and hours, like 4, 5, 6 hours PT scary, and then another 4, 5, 6 hours of insanely fun, like action sequences that aren't too over the top, you know? Like I think RE4 Village segment and the Castle segment captures that like still slightly scary. If you're a kid especially, if you're an adult, bro, if you're even getting scared at anything, come on. Where if you're like 12, 13, 14 years old, you shouldn't be playing the game, but I digress. You know, it's still slightly scary, but fun as hell. I think Dead Space nails that, where Dead Space is scary. Dead Space is a scary game, but when you're fighting, it's also very fun. You guys are a beautiful chat. A gorgeous chat. Both of you, YouTube, Twitch. God, I wish you guys would just make out already.